Well, here with Brody, work on the wheelchair issue. So I was a little reactive towards the wheelchair, so we're going to show this. So here's I'm walking, the same thing. You see how he's really that same type of mind locking down, that pulling I mentioned before. So here, working with him, want to keep the choke chain up nice high on his neck. And the one step is the kind of solution with him. So he's reactive to this one here, Al. Yeah. So the reactivity issue here, how do you want to overcome that? Is you can do like the one steps around it before you even start to line it up a certain way. So a lot of it is just like is coming next to it.
Well, what I did with him, I think it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I just brought him over to it and let him sniff it, and then I moved around the front.
Okay, well what you want to do is don't let him like free will, right? Like him make that choice. You want to lead him in through like this type of control and authority, because then it's like, oh, he's got to work it now.
Well, that's kind of like, that's what I did.
Oh, I'm saying that's okay, but here we want to really make sure he's, but so how did that work out? He seemed okay when you did it, Al? Like you did it that way?
Yeah, he was a little, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
He just took a quick look at it.
Yes.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah, see, that's what, so this is where I'm intercepting that. Like right, for example, his kind of, reactivity towards it, that little stress reaction. To get this out of him, do the same thing we do with everything else, is this way here, just with really good control. The one step, nice and tight in, I take a step. And I'm gonna
You want me to sit in it?
Yeah, you can sit in it, yeah. So why don't you sit in it? Now I'm gonna walk him while you sit in it. I'm gonna walk him around, and we're gonna line this up, and then we'll start to move in it here in a minute. But same thing. So right here, bring him right to the side. What side do you typically want him on?
This side.
Okay, well I'll bring him over there in a second. So here, both sides anyway.
I have to drive with the side.
Okay, yeah. So we'll bring him over that side in a second. But here, the whole exercise is just to kind of come around it anyway, work all kind of angles with it. And so here what I'm doing is just good control, choke chain. Nice and tight into it.
You don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but try not to think too much like that, because that's going to project onto him. He's going to get more stressed. Right? Try to clear your mind of that when you're working with him, because it's like an echo effect, Al. Like it's like dogs sense our feelings and our emotions.
Yeah.
And just do the best you can with not thinking that way, because he will have a reaction already, right? Because that's kind of built in now a little bit, or it's already been happening. But we want to move it. We want to remove it from this end of the leash, right? It's like, because he's going to respond just to what I'm doing. So if I'm dealing with a dog that doesn't like the pool or water, this is the same way I deal with it. It's like, you're going. Now I may have to stop. Of course, I'm not. If a dog really gets, entrenched and they're like locking in and they're not wanting to move forward, I'm going to lock in too. Lock in, but I'm going to move their mind forward. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, how you doing, and eventually they just move out of it. Right, but it's a process. But so for here, bro, it's the same thing right here. See, so I'll just bring them in, and so here, if I stay like this with a little bit of tension through the leash, like that, I'm working his mind out of this, but it's not like meant to be super. See, I'm giving a little bit here too at times. Like I'm just like moving. So here, I'm taking a little off at times, because they're helping him to de-stress and just work through it, right? So right here, I'm keeping him very stable. But here, see, it's right there. I just apply a little more pressure. So I'll take like one more trip around it, and then we'll bring him right to the side over here. Down. So I don't care about alignment yet.
Yeah.
Just want him to create that association to the actual chair. Sit.
I think I told you that Jax doesn't follow right here. He goes back a little bit because this thing turned so quickly.
Oh, okay.
And he became used
used
See,
to
that
the
turn
how to
so
turn, yeah.
quick that he just goes
Went back
back.
a
But
little
when I
further.
stop, he'll move right up.
Okay, and that's good because that's what we want, right? So the dogs are kind of figuring things out. Because yeah, you're right. If we working these type of chairs, you know, you don't want the dog's tail to get run over or their paw or whatever.
Well, I nicked this paw once or twice,
Yeah,
so he goes.
And that can happen. Accidents happen. If they do happen, you just carry on and don't carry on too much about it. Of course, you'll check the dog out, make sure they're okay.
Oh
but,
yeah,
but,
I mean, I just nicked them.
yeah, but just assert control over them again and just keep it flowing.
Yeah.
But here, yeah, we want to make the adjustment. So, for example, if he needs to be back just whatever point we decide, and then he starts to maneuver anyway, so he'll end up in the right spot as we do it. So I'm gonna take one more trip.
Yeah, the spot for him will be just behind that wheel,
Oh,
that
okay.
big wheel.
Yeah, okay. When I bring him around there, we'll figure that out as to where he needs to be exactly. So we're gonna the same thing here. See how I'm pushing my knee against him here a little bit? I'm just kind of, you know, bringing him right super close. Because what I'm doing is I'm kind of I want him just to be, hey, just this is no different than anything else. Just relax. All right, I'll bring them around the other side here. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not saying no such thing as doing something wrong per se. You know, you can work out fine with checking out as long as it's like there's still control and stuff going on there. But the best option is to do it this way, where I'm not giving him a choice.
Right.
Right? Because I'm just saying, hey, this is a reasonable thing going on, and to trust me. So it's like trusting me. I'm not going to put him in harm's way. I'm not doing something terrible to him. And he just says, he starts to agree to it, right? Say, okay, I'm going to let it go and just trust the relationship. So it's really about there is force. I mean, there's like, hey, you're going, right? So he's right here. So if I have to manipulate anything here, even his tail, I'm moving his tail over here a little bit out of the way, trying to. If you move forward when you first go, it isn't going to hit his tail anyway. His tail's behind it.
Oh, you want me to move?
Yeah, let's go in motion here a little bit.
You're gonna hold on to him?
I'm going to hold on to him. Yeah. So whenever you're ready, you start to
Okay.
move forward a little bit. Oop. Good. And then stop. So what I'm doing here, those sounds, I want the same thing. He freaked out a little bit, not bad, but the little sound of that's what we want. We don't want him freaked out, but we want him to hear start to get used to the noises and how the chair is moving and stuff. So in a second. Okay, do it again. Move forward. Yeah, stop. Sit. Sit. Just a second. Not yet. On his paw, his legs back there. Adjust his leg away from the wheel. Okay, I'll move again. Okay, that's good. Do some little stages here.
We'll put it in here.
Yeah, I'll put it where though. See the process.